What is good, everyone? Saiyan5 here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Super manga video today, and we have the full summary spoiler leaks for Chapter 77. But first, if you have not already, be sure to hit the like button for this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the notification bell when I upload new videos like this. Talk about, of course, Dragon Ball. Now, of course, have to make an apology. My mic is not exactly working 100%, so the audio might not be the greatest right now, so bear with me here. Hopefully it'll be okay. But anyways, much courtesy to these summary by DBS Chronicles right here, doing a super job for us right now with these chapter summaries. And these is from Niguiwa23, who is known as Redon, who's a very prominent leaker in the manga community, so thank you very much to those two for those leaks. But very interesting stuff has been revealed for this chapter and might cause some controversy in the Dragon Ball community, especially with the character of Goku. But anyways, let's get started with these summaries. Let's go. Anyway, so chapter 77 starts with a flashback 4 years ago on planet Cereal. The Cerealians live in peace with the Namekians, exchanging food for water. So basically, the Namekians plant the food, grow the food, basically be farmers, then trade it to the Cerealians in exchange for water. That's a pretty simple concept to understand, if I do say so myself. Suddenly, one night of a full moon, some ships arrive to the planet, and some small spherical shaped ships impact with great force on some farm field. We already know what those are. The invaders become giant apes. They are the Saiyans. They weren't many Cerealians and Namekians on the planet to begin with, so the invaders killed them quickly. Several soldiers from Frieza's army gather all the Namekians and finish them off. That's actually, that kind of sucks. So, Monaito manages to survive. The elder of the Namekians in his last breath gives Monaito the 2 Dragon Balls of the planet. The Saiyans continue destroying the city of the Cerealians, but one of the Saiyans with a scar on his face, I wonder who that could be, watches a child running away and follows him. The Saiyans follow the child to a church, and there he finds Granola, the child, and his mother. When Granola sees the giant ape, he faints from fear. The Cerealians realize that the Saiyans transform thanks to the moon, so one of them concentrates all of his energy to destroy it. So they do what they did what Master Roshi did when he was Jackie Chun and Piccolo back in the Saiyan Saga and destroyed the moon. So pretty smart Cerealians for them to actually realize that part. One of the Saiyans notices it and tries to stop him, but Cerealians fire the attack just before the Saiyans catch him, wounding the Saiyan in the forehead. The Cerealians attack destroys the moon, and the Saiyans return to their normal form. The Cerealian who has destroyed the moon makes fun of the Saiyans, thinking that they will be very weak now without being transformed. But the Saiyan Taro, I don't think we've seen Taro before, tells him he is naive if he thinks that he kills the Cerealian easily. Taro asks the Saiyan Leak, who we have seen before in Dragon Ball Super Broly. He was with in Dragon Ball Minus, I believe, too. We know who he is, if he is okay, and since Leak was the one who received the attack from the Cerealian, Leak is upset because the Cerealian's attack is going to leave him a scar. So, a little bit of lore right here about Leak. So, pretty interesting right there. So, next page. Part 2. Back to the church, Granola's mother looks at the Saiyans, who has returned to his normal form too. We see that he is Bardock. Granola's mother attacks him, throwing ki with her fingers, breaking Bardock's shoulder pad, wounding him in the arm. So Cerealians are not that weak, it looks like. Bardock remembers an argument he had with Gine before leaving, or shortly leaving, I believe. You see that Gine told him that their son Goku has already been born, and asked Bardock if he's not going to see him before leaving, since Bardock may spend several months away. We see rats outside the house playing with other children with some beetles. I cannot wait for that panel to be revealed of Raditz like playing with beetles with other kids. That'd be cool to see. Gine told Bardock that the baby was in the incubator at the back of the house and told him to I think that's supposed to be 2. This 1 2. I mean 1 0 1 0, not 1, not 2 0. I'm 0. Not 2 O's. that he must choose the baby's name. Bardock was surprised to see Goku. Gine asked him if it was the first time he saw a baby. If that was his first time seeing a baby, that'd be crazy. Bardock observed his son and decided that his name would be Kakarot. Gine liked the name and hugged the incubator. That's super sweet. Kinda sweet. I cannot wait to see that. Back to the church, while Bardock watches Granola and his mother Leek arrives and informs Bardock that the mission is over and the order to retreat has been given. Leek doesn't enter into the church, so he can't see Granola and his mother. Bardock tells Leek he will go later because that's a little bit of a spelling error right there. He is going to make sure there are no survivors. Leek tells him is okay. I think that he is okay, but Leek tells him that it's okay, but he should hurry because it seems that Frieza is going to arrive to the planet soon. Bardock puts on a scouter and detects a life form with a power level of 5 in the mountains. At first, Bardock believes it was an animal, but he realizes that it's more intelligent. In a house in the mountains, we see Monito hides the 2 Dragon Balls. Suddenly, he realizes that someone is approaching, and he prepares to attack by surprise when Bardock enters the house. Monito attacks him with a cane, but Bardock stops it with one hand. Ooh, sorry, Monito. It's gonna take more than that to stop Bardock. Bardock realizes that Monito's power has increased to 213 units, so he assumes that Monito is able to control his fighting power at will. Granola's mother enters the house. Monito is glad that there are more survivors. Granola mother's introduces herself, her name as Wesley. Considering granola and oatmeal's punnings are like wheat and grain puns, it's probably something similar to that. We just have to wait and see once we do get the confirmation for this pun. Monito introduces himself and offers his help. Bardock tells them that they must hide well because Frieza will arrive soon. Monito asks him why he has helped them in spite of being a Saiyan. Bardock says that it has been a whim and that they must survive. So on instinct, he's telling them to. Interesting. Monito asks his name before he leaves. Bardock tells him his name. Back to the present. Monito apologizes to Granola for not telling the truth. Monito tells Goku that he is just like Bardock. Goku says, "Me? What?" Monito asks Goku if Bardock is his friend or something like that. Goku tells Monito that he doesn't know much about the Saiyans because he was raised by his grandfather on Earth. Vegeta interrupts the conversation by giving him the big reveal. Vegeta says, "Kakarot, Bardock is your father's name." Goku is surprised to hear what Vegeta has said. Monito and Granola are surprised too. Goku says that even if the guy Monito met in the past was his father, he doesn't know anything about that. That is true. Like, Goku doesn't even know anything. Not even Raditz told him his name. And obviously, with the time that Raditz and Vegeta spent with each other, this is something that Vegeta would know, that Bardock is the father of Kakarot, otherwise known as we know him as Goku. After listening to Monito's story, Vegeta says that it seems that Goku has inherited the kindness of his father. This one kind of did not go well with some of the community. Obviously, it was obviously a bump to the head that caused Goku to stabilize a little bit, but we don't know if he would have been the same or not without that. But of course, with Grandpa Gohan, he was able to raise him to be a nice kid after that bump to the head, but this kind of contradicts it a little bit. But of course, that could have just been a guess by Vegeta, that he just assumed that, oh, you must have been nice because you inherited your father's genes of being nice. That's not necessarily the case. It's just an assumption by Vegeta. It doesn't not necessarily mean that this is the cause and reason, but obviously it does kind of go against Goku's nature of how he was raised in the original Dragon Ball story, but we should not exactly take this as evidence, I think. But it'd be cool if we can get further explanation on this, but obviously we won't get that for right now, at least. Granola angrily asks Monito what happened to his mother and why she couldn't survive. Monito continues the story. Back to the past, Bardock is about to leave, but Monito asks him to wait. Monito uses his healing power and heals Bardock's arm. Bardock is surprised that the Namekians are able to heal wounds. Monito tells him that that a more powerful Namekian, or more powerful Namekians, is capable of instantly restoring someone's strength. He could barely heal a small wound. So that kind of tells you that like there's different, I guess, classes of people of Namekians that can heal certain wounds or injuries. So when that's obviously the lowest of the tier of only able to heal wounds, but Dende is capable of healing like near death injuries. Interesting to see that. So Dende, even as a child, is very, very strong. That's pretty interesting to see. So I'm trying to get this right. There we go, I think. Anyway, dang, I don't think I get this on the screen. I have to like do it a little bit more. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do this for right now, so bear with me, guys. So we're gonna start for right here. Oops, wait. Okay, there we go. So for part 4, Bardock's scouters turned on and detects the presence of other people. Bardock hides among some trees and observes that there are 4 people on the mountain. There are 4 brothers of the Heater Force. I think there's 4 siblings, because obviously Maki is not a brother but a sister, but maybe there's another one we haven't seen before. The brothers watch Frieza's ship leave. Alec tells his brother to contact with the Sugarians to negotiate the price of the planet. Oyo asks his brother how much he's going to sell the planet for. Alec says that about 100 billion poles would be fine. Oyo asks Alec how much he's going to give to Frieza's army. Alec says 1/10 part, so about $1 million? Just obviously robbing him still, which just kind of sucks, but hopefully Frieza managed to negotiate to a higher price. Maki, I think it's Maki, tells Alec to be careful since Frieza's very intelligent and he has a great power battle. Gas tells Alec that one day there will be a buff Frieza's army. Wesley approaches Bardock and Monaito and asks if there's anyone there. Alec keeps talking. He says that if they cannot defeat Frieza by force, they will do it with intelligence, financial power, and the power of information. Bardock wonders if the Heater Force is going to betray Frieza. Granola wakes up and leaves the house looking for his mother. When he sees Bardock's tail, he panics and starts yelling, "Saiyan!" The noise after the Heater's force, Monaito launches a shockwave at Granola to make him lose consciousness. Bardock is very nervous and asks Wesley and Monaito to follow his plan. The Heater brothers arrive at the house. There they are. They see Bardock, who is wearing a hooded cloak, so probably a throwback to the hooded Saiyan in the Dragon Ball Superhero series, about to attack Granola. Wesley and Monaito. Alec asks Bardock who is he. Bardock tells him that he has found those survivors and that he's going to kill them. Alec tells him to do it, but Bardock doesn't attack them. Bardock tells Alec that the Namekians have mysterious powers and that they should check it out before killing the Namekians. So, spray him right there. Excellent plan. Suddenly, Alec pulls out a gun and shoots, and Wesley. Alec tells Bardock that he is fine with the Namekians, but the other 2 must be killed as soon as possible. Bardock, angry, attacks the Heaters, but Gas creates a protective barrier to stop Bardock's attack. Bardock takes advantage of the smoke to escape. The Heater brothers are angry. Bardock and the others are hiding in the forest. Manga tries to heal Wesley, but he cannot save her. So now we know who the real people that Grano's supposed to take his vengeance on. Now he knows. Monaito kind of messed up there by not actually telling him the beginning of the truth, and that looks like they're costing him severely right there. Bardock wonders what the hell is going on, or what the hell he's doing. Monaito asks him what they are going to do now. Alex is very angry. He says that he has no choice but to kill them all. Gas tells him that he will take care of them. Alec tells Gas that he can do it. Meanwhile, they will prepare to welcome Frieza. Alec tells Gas to finish before Frieza arrives. Gas flies away, back to the present. Alec and Gas talk on the deck of their ship. That's kind of weird how they transition right there, but we haven't gotten the full story yet. Alec asks Gas if he remembers what happened 4 years ago because the guy Gas thought probably was a Saiyan. Gas tells Alec that he remembers it and says that it will not happen again. So this might tell me that Bardock man actually defeated Gas here. So Alec tells Gas that he understands that this is all like what? This is all kind of revenge. This is all a kind of revenge for Gas. Gas tells Alec that he's stronger now. Alec agrees. Then Alec takes out one of the Dragon Balls, so they found one of them, and says, well, we have this just in case. Maki is in the cockpit of the ship. She tells the pilot to hurry up. Maki says, let's go for the second Dragon Ball. And that is it for that month's chapter right there. Obviously, we don't have images right now, but once they do come out, I will make a video as soon as I can, providing information of what is going on in those images. But now we know who was the true people responsible for the murder of Granola's mother, and we know now that Bardock has encountered against Gas before, and the Heeters in general. So actually to see how that is going up right now, but I would really like to see the outcome of this, but obviously we have to wait until later on so we get the full visual of what is going on for that chapter. But overall, pretty good. But sorry about that. But I do think I don't think the outcry from the fandom is that deep. I don't think it's warranted that much. But obviously it's overreacting, especially on Twitter, of what's going on. But I do think it is a good story. It is a good little twist of what actually happened on Planet Cereal, of what happened with Granola and his people, and the people who are actually responsible for his death, and his motive of revenge is now changed. So we might see Goku, Vegeta, and Granola team up against the Heeters, but obviously I think the two Dragon Balls are going to play in place soon. But I'm not quite sure if we're actually going to see Frieza in this arc, but that might be reserved to much later. But we have to see what kind of wish that the Heeters are going to make with those freaking Dragon Balls, and it could be possibly the same wish as Granola, but we have to wait and see. But let me know down in the comments down below, what do you think about these leaks? Do you enjoy them? Do you agree with most of these things, or what do you have problems with? Let me know in the comments down below. I have a very strong idea of what people may not be happy about. Anyways guys, thank you very much for watching this video. This is the end of the video right here. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell when I upload new videos like this, talking about, of course, Dragon Ball. This is Saiyan Survive, sign out. I'll see you guys later, catch you in the next video. Have a good one, bye.